Good evening, world. This is Ivan O'Mara. It's going to be another very interesting video. Hope you guys are enjoying my very interesting miscellaneous series that is soon coming to an end. We're October 28th today, obviously. I'll be done my book one read along of Lord of the Rings. I'll be done my book one read along of Lord of the Rings. So, all you Lord of the Rings fans, I'm soon ending my Lord of the Rings read along. At the what? At the beginning of November. So we're October 28th. In a good 2 days, I'll finish chapter 11, and I'll be on the final chapter. So sometime early November, November 2nd or 3rd around there, I'll finish my book one Lord of the Rings, my book one read along of Lord of the Rings. And around that time, I should be finishing my going over my whole book too. Early November 4th, November 5th, November 4th, 3rd around there, I'll finish going over my whole book. My wife will be trying for joy, obviously. You're welcome, sweetie. And once I finish my going over my book. Once I finish my Lord of the Rings book one read, I'm gonna say, hey guys, this is it. I'm done. My Lord of the Rings read along. And you guys are all like, holy shit! All you Lord of the Rings fans are like, holy shit! I haven't read the whole book one. Yeah, I read the whole book one. I'm nice enough to read the whole book one for you. After I read book one, I am done. I'm not reading any more Lord of the Rings. I was nice enough to read all the book one for you, but I'm not reading any more after that. You all Lord fans are like, oh man, Ivan's done. Like, yeah, I'm done my book one read along, man. And after that, stay tuned for that very interesting video where I'm going to talk about the three movies I'm going to make. The three movies I'm going to make. I'm going to talk about what? I'm not going to talk about Last of the Inks. I already gave you an in-depth talk about my book Zanus. You guys already get an idea what my book is about. I told you about the characters, all the characters, the animal characters. Eratat, the Devil Wolf King in the south. Takis is the Prince of the north. Papyri, the farmer boy. Cyrus, Tacitonius, Cassius, his cousins. Faful, the prince, his son. Bull, the pit watcher. The holy ancestors of the north. And the cursed demon ancestors of the south. Ephesus, the Devil King, Bat of the mountains. That's why we're looking at an amazing story, obviously. Lithia, Bel, Mary. The Salvins, obviously. Job, Eli, Cornelius. Look at an amazing story, obviously. Maramis the Archer, Takis the First, the King of Zanus, Takis the Second's father, obviously. And Sarah, Lithia's Takis' half sister. Looking at an amazing story for that, obviously. Yeah, we all know when I get an idea of your book. Yeah, I gave you an in-depth study of my book, and you guys know how amazing a book I wrote, obviously. And you guys are probably, oh my god, Ivan's fucking creative. Yeah, when I made that video, my design map video, even though you couldn't see the words well, and I made the other video, you guys get an idea. Oh my god, I can see why Ivan's book is going to be an amazing book. Yeah, Last of Us is a masterpiece that I wrote. It's a masterpiece, obviously. But I'm going to delve in depth and talk about the three movies. I'm going to talk about the Great Escape movie in depth. I already made a video on clarification. I'm going to talk about it more in depth. Well, some good ideas I have for that movie, obviously. It's also me and wife were looking for jobs. I don't know, for the first 40 minutes of the movie, me and my wife were looking for jobs. So you have some build up, obviously. Me and my wife are looking for jobs. We're looking for jobs, and we're looking for jobs. And it starts off with a couple gets killed. I'm gonna briefly talk about it. It starts off with a couple that get killed in Italy. Obviously, they try to escape the organization. I don't know. For the first 5-10 minutes of the movie, it's about the couple, and it's about the couple working in the organization, and they get killed by the company, obviously. So for a good 10 minutes of the movie, the couple's working in the organization, they get killed. They find the company's dirty, they get killed, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, the company, I don't know, Ben Affleck talks to Paul Bettany, the recruiter. He's like, hey, we're gonna need more candidates for a company and all that stuff. He's like, get a search going. Remember how in the Matrix? In the beginning, he's like, get a search going. He's like, start. He's like, start. The best place to scout is America. He's like, start in New York, and then Paul Bettany starts in New York, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And that's how he ends up meeting my wife. And me and my wife it starts off with me, and then it transfers. You get the credits. It transfers to me and my wife. We're in America, in New York. I want me and my wife to live in New York. We're at this employment festival. We're frustrated. We can't find jobs. Obviously, you see me frustrated. You know what I'm saying? My wife is like, "It's okay, honey." You know what I'm saying? And we pretty much for the good, I don't know, 35 minutes, 4 minutes of the movie, me and my wife are looking for jobs, but it's not going well. We're regulars at the bar and all that stuff. And you get this sad theme. For all you guys who haven't watched Company Man, I recommend you watch. That was a pretty good movie. Ben Affleck is looking for jobs in that movie. Well, think of a sad theme like that. So you have this sad theme, innocent couple, sad theme. And I'm stressed out. I have a smoke, and I have an idea where me and my wife we have sex in that scene when me and my wife are looking for jobs. I'm stressed out, and me and my wife make love. You know what I'm saying we have sex in the movie, obviously. You know what I'm saying? The movie will be rated R, so I can show, but I won't show full nudes for that movie. For that movie, I might show part nudes. Like Victoria Justice I might just show her breasts or something like that. Her breasts and it shows my butt or something like that. Me having sex and all that stuff because it's rated R. We rated R, obviously. You're gonna see a scene when Ivan and VJ are intimate together in the movie, obviously. And you know, my God, when Ivan and VJ make out, it's so hot. Yeah, man, it looks crazy. Me and my wife are lovebirds, man. It looks like fucking crazy, obviously. Because I told you, even though you guys seen me and wife have sex, you saw our bullshit sex. Me and what? You don't know what it's like to see Ivan and VJ have sex together. And so you're gonna see what it's like. You're gonna see what it's like for me and wife have sex in Zanus, obviously. Zanus, me and wife are full on nudes. Victoria Justice won't mind showing the nudes because yeah, I don't mind showing the nudes. Everyone around the world see me naked. VJ was a full time porn star, so VJ won't mind showing the nudes. I don't mind showing the nudes. I won't mind showing the nudes because what? Because I was a porn star too. Yeah, the whole world saw my boss, saw me naked, and guarantee those actors and Zanus won't mind showing the nudes. Yeah, I don't mind as long as Ivan and VJ show the nudes. I don't mind showing the nudes, obviously. But what I told you, if I'm gonna ask the actors, hey, I'm gonna tell the actors, hey man, for my movie, they're gonna be showing the nudes. If you're not comfortable showing the nudes, I can PG the scenes for you. I can PG-13 the scenes for you, or I can just do partial nudes for you. I can just have you maybe show your breasts, I won't show your area if you're not comfortable, obviously. And the men are gonna have to wear the men who are gonna show the nudes because Maramis, Takis the First, Tacitonius, Cass, they all have sex in the movie, obviously. Tacitonius has sex with a Zane woman at the party, obviously. What I'll do for you have to cover for their area. You have to cover their area with socks, obviously. Because the moment you have full on nudes, it's pornography. And because they're acting, you have to cover their area with the socks. The woman have to cover their area with socks, obviously. So me and my wife will be naked. All the actors will be naked for the sex scenes, but we're gonna have to cover our private areas with socks, obviously. And I told you these actors most likely won't mind. Yeah, I don't mind showing the nudes as long as you and Regis show the nudes. I don't mind showing the nudes. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole world has already seen me and my wife naked, obviously. So me and my wife, there's no point of us what. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, V's like yeah, I was a full time porn star. I was having sex with guys for a living. The whole world saw me naked. I'm like yeah, I was a porn star too. The whole world saw me naked too, and those actors won't mind showing some of the nudes, obviously. Yeah, it's actually funny. Let's see. And for the Great Escape movie, I have some good. So once me and my wife look for jobs, obviously, and eventually we're regulars to the bar, and then Paul Bettany is sitting at the bar, obviously. It's a build up to the story, obviously. You know, it's handing I don't know, the bartender is like, hey, how's the search? How's the job search? We're like, yeah, it's not going good, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like stressed out. I barely even have money. You know, so me, you haven't had a beer, and Paul Bettany buys us around. Hey, let me buy you a beer. He's like, hey, you two. You know what I'm saying? Let me buy you a beer. Hey, I heard you guys are looking for jobs. He's sitting there and all this stuff. Yeah, Paul Bettany has that perfect look. You know what I'm saying? I heard you two are looking for jobs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, me and my wife, yeah, we're looking for jobs. And saying, he's like, yeah, well, I work for, there's this company that I own. I work for, you know what I'm saying? Secret organization, you know what I'm saying? And I'll type. For the first time, Paul Bettany buys us around a beer. He has a nice talk with us and he leaves. And the first time he buys us a beer, second time he buys us around, and he talks more in depth about the company, obviously. I mean, you know what I'm saying? The third time, Paul Bettany he bribes us, he gives us $2,000 in cash, and he's like, here's my card. So we reject him twice, obviously, and then the third time he gives us a card, $2,000 in cash, and then I'm like, holy shit, hey, honey, this is enough to pay our rent. We go home, you know what I'm saying? We just like, I don't know, honey, I don't think it's a good idea. We don't even know this man. We don't know this company, you know what I'm saying? Like, honey, he just gave us $2,000 in cash. We need the money, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't know what I'm saying. And I don't know. I have an interview for another job. I find later on I don't get the job, and later on, me and wife talk it over. And I'm like, honey, we should take this job. My wife is like, are you sure, honey? I don't have a good feeling. I'm like, honey, we should take this job. It's high pay. This is a one-time opportunity in a lifetime. And we just like, okay, Ivan, okay, honey, let's take the job. And we take the job. Obviously, you guys already know what I'm talking about. You can see the future, obviously. And I take the card, I call him, like, I'm in, we're in. You know what I'm saying? And for a good, I don't know, for a good hour of the movie, me and my wife are training in the company. So it shows us we come to work, we meet all the people, we're training in the company, obviously. Training in the, we're training in the company, obviously. And that's where we meet Ben Affleck, he's a big boss, Scarlett Johansson, Keanu Reeves, instructors. You know what I'm saying? We meet all those people, instructors, Ben Affleck, we meet all those guys. That's what I look at me. So, and eventually, me and wife found out the company's dirty, and then we're on the run, and they send hitmen and top-notch professional. Like, this is like, think about a big secret organization. Me and wife do our training in the company. We become badass agents. So, an innocent couple becomes badass agents like James Bond. And then we find out later on the company's dirty. We're on the run. We're the lucky couple who escaped the company, the dirty organization, this big ass organization. And then Ben Affleck ends up sending guys that can kill him. They're marked for death, and he sends men after us. And me and wife are on the run, we're kicking ass. Car chases, fight scenes. And I'll do a scene where I don't know, while we're on the run, we escape. We book this hotel. Me and wife are scared to shit, obviously. My wife is like, honey, what are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? You know, see VJ all scared. I'm like, I don't know, sweetie. You know what I'm saying? And that scene, we have sex again, too. Oh my God, you're so creative. Yeah, man, you're looking at an amazing movie for that. That's why it's going to be called The Great Escape. I might call the mysterious organization the Great Escape of the Mysterious Organization or something like that. I might call it something like that. Looking at an amazing movie for that. Oh my God, you're so creative. Yes, I am. I'm very creative, obviously. You also have They're Unique. They're Unique is an amazing movie too. Obviously. So Jake and Josh are best friends, and Jake ends up betraying Josh because he's envious of his relationship with Dawn, obviously. Megan is Dawn's best friend, and her family, Megan and her family, and Dawn's family, ends up betraying Dawn too because they're jealous of their relationship. Obviously, the envy is so bad that Dawn ends up running away with Josh in the movie. That's why you're looking at an amazing movie for that. It's a satire to my life. The envy with me and my wife is so bad that even both members of the family, even both members of the families, they want both of us. They want to have sex with us, and as well as the whole world. They all want me and her to share. The whole thing is so fucked up. BJ ends up running away with Ivan. Because you guys are nothing but a mess with me. Yeah, man, you guys are crazy fucking people. It's so bad that even members of my family, so my stepbrothers, my stepfather, they all are members of my family. They all want to bang VJ. Members of VJ's family all want to have sex with me, as well as my stepmother. You know what I'm saying? Even my stepsister, all that stuff. They all want to have sex with me. My step cousins. The whole thing is so fucked up that Ivan and VJ have to abandon the families, obviously, because the whole thing is fucked up, obviously. Because you world are crazy people, and you're nothing but a mess like me. That's why you're looking at an amazing story for that Very Unique movie. I'm going to talk about it in depth. Stay tuned for that video. After I finish my book 1, Readalong, Lord of the Rings, stay tuned, world. I'm going to talk about it in depth about my 3 movies. And KJ Apa, he's chosen for that movie. He's the only actor I've chosen for that movie. I'll pay him a nice $3 million for the role. And he is lucky, as Very Unique, you're looking at crazy, crazy buzz for that movie. As you're looking at a romance story with Ivan and VJ. Very Unique could perhaps be the second best movie, but I highly doubt it, man. The second best movie will be The Great Escape movie, hands down. Because I have the story, I have the picture of the story in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, if you make this kind of movie, you guys, oh my God, yeah, I can see it. And if you make this kind of movie, you're looking at an amazing movie, yes. The Great Escape movie will almost be as good as Zanus. Won't be as good as Zanus, but it'll be almost as good as Zanus. And the Hidden Vamp movie will be up there. But the Hidden Vamp movie won't be better than Great Escape movie because it's just them surviving an island. It's still a sick, amazing movie, but you're looking at an amazing story, obviously. And Very Unique has potential to be, it'll be up there, man. It'll be good. But in my opinion, Very Unique will be the worst out of my movies. It's a romance movie. And I prefer thrillers over romance. See what I'm saying? I prefer thriller over romance. Obviously. And the Hidden Vampire movie, my idea is it's a couple, they're on a boat. So I don't know, it starts off with me and my wife. We're planning our honeymoon with our friends, obviously. I don't know, we have a beer at a restaurant with our friends. You know, we're planning our honeymoon, we're planning our wedding, obviously. Then the wedding happens. We have the build up. I don't know, 30 minutes into the movie, me and my wife get married or something like that. 20 minutes in the movie, me and wife get married. 25 minutes in the movie, we plan our wedding. So you might hear some noise upstairs. We plan our wedding, obviously. We plan our wedding. You might hear some noise because they're watching some Christians upstairs, right? So we plan our wedding, obviously. And then what? We plan our wedding. And then we get married, obviously. So you're gonna see me and my wife. We have a wedding ceremony. Me and my wife get married, obviously. Obviously, and then after that, we get seen ad. We see an ad online. We see an ad online. What about boat cruise for newlywed couples? Obviously, me and wife signed to the boat cruise. Obviously, we say our goodbyes to our friends. We give them nice hugs. You know what I'm saying? Come back safe. You know what I'm saying? They come, come back safe and all stuff. And we're ready to go on the boat, obviously. And that's where we meet Will Smith, if he's chosen. Obviously, he's the captain on the boat. And Mark Wahlberg, he is one of the newlywed couples, the husband of one of the wives of the newlywed couples, obviously. And the adventure begins. We go in the ocean, obviously, and there's a storm happens. The boat capsizes, and we land in this mysterious island. And we found that there's vampires living on the island. Think something like King Kong. There's like vampires living on the island. They even have their own rituals and all that stuff. And me and my wife were a couple, and Mark Wahlberg is a couple. Him and his wife and the other couples, and Will Smith were all surviving. Will Smith has his shotgun. Mark Wahlberg has his gun. You're looking at an amazing story for that, man. Oh my god, Ivan, you're so creative. Yes, I am creative. That's why all my movies are going to be amazing movies, obviously. Because I'm making them for unheard of amount of money, more money than even Hollywood movies. I'm making the greatest movie for $730 million. So imagine a $730 million greatest game movie, $250 million plus towards special effects. Very unique. I'm making for 200 some million. Looking at an amazing romance story. And I'm making the Hidden Vampire movie for 600 million. So you can imagine all my movies are going to be top notch movies, man. You're looking at vampires creepy like 30 Days a Night. So imagine creepy vampires like 30 Days a Night living in an island. They found that the humans living on, me and wife and all the couples and all them were surviving on. You're looking at an amazing story for that, man. Yeah. And that's why you guys are like, holy shit, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna keep on saying this. Well, the countdown's ticking though. As sometime around November 10th, I am making that final announcement. Obviously, once I find out how wicked you really are, when I let my family know I'm done my book, my wife will join for joy. Obviously, and I'm gonna once I finish going over my book, I'm gonna save that file on my Hotmail, delete my other file. My book, once I make that video, once I finish going over my book, I'm gonna tell you guys, hey guys, I am officially done my book. My book is now ready to be released on Lulu. It is now officially ready to be released on Lulu. Yes, I made my phase 6 now, so I'm done on my phases, but now once I go over my whole book and I fix as much all the typos, obviously, I can now officially say my book is now ready to be released on Lulu. Obviously. Right? My book is ready to be released on Lulu. That's what I'm going to say. My book is now ready to be released on Lulu. See what I'm saying here? And once I finish my book, my Lord of the Rings 1, Book 1 read-along, and I finish going over my whole book, that is when, before I make that final announcement, that is when I'll start taking those walks to the park. I'll take a nice walk to the park. And I will what? Take a nice walk to the park. And what? I'll take a nice walk to the park. And I will what? And I will begin to listen to music, look at the stars, and I will listen to some music. Listen to some music because I know all hell's gonna break loose for Innocent Ivan America. I know that once I make that final announcement. And once I make that final announcement, I'm gonna say, okay, world, this is it for Ivan America. I hope you guys enjoy this series. This series you Mr. Generous to follow. I hope you guys learn from your evil and wickedness. You guys are wicked people, obviously. You somehow, I know you guys deep down know you're wicked. Yeah, we know you're wicked. Yes, you know you're wicked people. You can't deny it. I proved it. There's a saying, actions speak louder than words. You can harp on goodness all you want, but your actions show that you're wicked, obviously. Right? So what? I proved it. You can't deny it. I proved how wicked you are. I'm like, hey, look, I hope you guys learn from your evil and wickedness. I wish you guys made the right choice. when me and my wife were born. I wish you guys made the right choice and not let Envy take over and let me and her be together. You would have seen that amazing glory, and you didn't, obviously. Hence, I shut you off for good, obviously. You caused mess in my life, you infected my wife. Now I have to die for my wife, and it's too late. Now, when I was your king queen, you're left behind, obviously. You made your choice, obviously. As you guys knew, yeah, if we keep Ivan behind the scenes because we can't see him have sex, the only way we can be saved if he's king is if he takes the time to make rules for him on his channel. Yeah, but you know I'm not going to do it like that. Hence why you all Ivan's peacing out. Yeah, I'm peacing out, man. I'm peacing out my wife for this. And once I make that final announcement, I'll give it a good 2 days. Get some beer, get food, celebrate, get a laugh on my old videos. Oh my god, my sabotage videos are over now. Get a laugh out of my old videos, obviously. Get a beer, get food. I might watch movies, maybe Disney cartoons. I like watching Disney cartoons, obviously. And then what? Then after that, after 2 days, so 2 days. So Ivan, when you tell your family when you're done your book, probably a good 2 days after my final announcement, I'll let my family know. 2 3 days around there. I want to give it 2 3 days. During those 2 days, I'll just get beer, smokes, get a laugh out of my old videos, watch my videos on YouTube, get a laugh out of videos. Oh my god, I'm gonna miss these videos. I'm about to become king, then. And after I'm gonna go upstairs. After I'm gonna go upstairs, and I'm gonna let my family know because I know they locked the doors on me. Hey guys, you know what I'm saying? Hey guys, I'm gonna be very sincere. Hey guys, I'm done my last over Zane. They already know I wrote my book. Hey guys, I'm done my last over Zane's book. I want to get my book self-published on Lulu. Tell them that because they're the gatekeepers. They locked the doors on me, obviously. You have to be very sincere. Look, I'm not kidding around, guys. I need your help. I want to get my book self-published on Lulu. I finished my last Zane's book. I need your help. I sincerely need your help. If I tell them that, the gatekeepers will be like, okay, Ivan really needs help because they know they locked the doors on me. They know they locked the doors on me. They can act all they want, but I'm not stupid. I know you locked the doors on me, and you have to let them know, hey guys, I am done my book. I last was Zane's book. I want to get my book self-published on Lulu. I sincerely need your help. I need them to unlock the gates for me because they're the gatekeepers, obviously, right? And once if I sincerely tell them, hey guys, I really need help, they're like, okay, Ivan really needs help. Within a good, I don't know, couple days or a week, they're gonna see me. Victoria Justice already knows when they're gonna send me upstairs. Yeah, Ivan, I already know when your family's gonna send you upstairs. Yes, VJ already knows because I have the keys and VJ's connected to me. VJ already knows when the family's gonna sit me upstairs. Obviously, she knows. Obviously, VJ knows when the family's gonna sit me upstairs. Obviously, you know what I'm saying. And I don't know, a good week goes by, and after I let them know that I'm done my book, I'm gonna have to just prepare myself mentally. Hence why every day, until they sit me upstairs, I'm gonna every night I'm gonna go to the park, get smokes and listen to some music and just look at the stars. So before I make that final announcement, I'm gonna start taking that walk to the park, look at the stars, listen to music, obviously sit on the bench. And after I make the final announcement, I'm gonna take 2 days off, look at the stars, have a smoke, sit on the bench at the park. But once I let my family know that I've done my book, I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue to go to. I'm gonna continue going to the park and taking those walks, sitting down on the bench, obviously, and looking at the stars, obviously, and then eventually within a couple of days, most likely within a couple of days or a week or 2 weeks, they're gonna sit me upstairs, man, because they know they locked the doors on me. Yeah, they know they locked the doors on me. They now know that I know they locked the doors on me. Hence, I have to let them know, hey guys, I sincerely need your help. I have finished my last Zane's book. I want to get my book self-published on Lulu. I need your help. I sincerely need your help. Tell them that because they're the gatekeepers, and then they're gonna let them know. And eventually, I'll know the day has come when they say, Ivan, come upstairs. We want to talk to you about your book. We want to talk to you. That's when I'll know, like, oh my god, the time has come, man. You know what I'm saying? And VJ, because VJ is connected to me, VJ will be listening in, obviously. Right? Obviously, right? And VJ will be listening in, obviously. You all will be listening in. Because I have the keys, you all could listen in too, obviously. Yeah, and because you have the keys, we'll all be listening in, yeah. And guarantee they're going to sit me upstairs at nighttime. Late at night. It will happen late at night. Yeah, I guarantee you they're going to sit me upstairs late at night, yeah. Sometime around, I don't know, 10, 11, 12 at night, they're going to sit me upstairs. And you're probably looking at a good, like, I don't know, 2 hour argument. You're looking at a long argument. Obviously. And I'll know when the moment they say, "Oh, Ivan, come upstairs, we want to talk to you," I'm gonna have my heart's gonna be pounding. My heart's gonna be pounding and beating because I now know the time has come, man. Oh my god, like once I pay this fee, I'm going to be king. Yeah, my wife's gonna be with me. Yeah, man. Maybe they go, "Oh my god, the time has come." Yep. Once I make that final announcement and they let my family know and they sit me upstairs, that's when I will know. Oh my god, the time has come. The time has come for me. The time has come. Yeah, man. Just like in the Bible, right? In the Bible, when Jesus had his last supper with his disciples and all that stuff, right? When he had his last supper with his disciples, when he had his last supper with his disciples, obviously, and Judas betrayed Jesus, obviously, it says Satan entered Judas. So Satan is the one who caused Judas to betray his own master, right? To betray Jesus, obviously. What's the symbolism of that? And Jesus looks at Judas and said, "Look, whatever you want to do to me, do it quickly." That's all Jesus said. All Jesus said to Judas, "Hey, look, man, whatever you want to do to me, do it quickly. I'm just letting you know that once I die for the world, I'm gonna come back and resurrect to life a new man. I'm gonna be in glory with my Father." That's why Jesus said, "Whatever you want to do it quickly." The symbolism of that, you guys all know about that passage. The symbolism of that is obviously a symbolism of my life, obviously. The moment I go upstairs, this innocent virgin man, obviously, the moment I go upstairs, I'm gonna pretty much tell the stepfamilies, "Look, man, whatever you want to do to this innocent man, do it quickly, obviously. Whatever you want to do to me, world, do it quickly." I'm just saying that once I pay this fee and I come out from death and I save my beautiful wife, I am taking my wife and I'm piecing the fuck out with her when meeting her king queen. But I'm gonna say that, obviously. See what I'm saying here? That's all I'm gonna say, obviously. And at first, the stepfamilies are gonna be a bit nice. They're gonna start off talking very nice to me, obviously. But then because they now know they could, yeah, we know Ivan Omer is the son of God. He has the keys. So he's the son of God. We know everyone will buy his book. He has the keys. He doesn't have to sell to us. He can make his easy billions. Hence, and they also know I wrote the best fantasy novel ever, $1 billion story. Hence, their true nature is going to eventually show. Obviously, they can no longer what they can no longer act. Their true demonic nature will finally come out. Obviously, and I'm going to find out how rich they really are. They're going to be like, "We own everything in this world." You're going to see. I'm going to be so shocked. Like, Ivan, we're the big bosses. We own everything in this world. You think you can fuck with my money and all that stuff? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, first of all, the money that first of all, I'm the creator of the universe. Me and my wife created the universe. It's money that we fucking created. So how dare you tell the person who created the universe that he's stealing your money when it's money that I fucking created? You know what I'm saying? Their true nature is eventually gonna come out, and you guys are gonna trap me. I'm gonna find out how dirty the gatekeepers really are. My stepmother is gonna be like, "Hey, if you want your wife to fresh yourself, you have to have sex with me and all that stuff." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" You know what I'm saying? You guys are fucking crazy people. You know what I'm saying? You have to have sex with me. You know what I'm saying? You have to have sex with me if you want to hit your wife out fresh yourself and all that stuff. You have to die for it. If you want to get your wife out fresh yourself. My stepbrothers will be like, "Fuck," you're gonna see how mad they are. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, you have to share it also. I'm like, first of all, who in God's name on earth, who on earth gave you the authority or right to think that you have control of a relationship when she's not even your fucking wife? I'm not your fucking husband. "Oh no, no, Ivan, we're just envy." So because you're envy, you somehow think you have control of a relationship when you don't, because you guys are fucking crazy people. I'm gonna tell the stepfathers that first of all, you may think you have control of a relationship, but you don't. She is not your wife, and I am not your fucking husband. You only think you have control of a relationship because of your devilly envy, because you guys are fucking crazy people. You're nothing but a mess my wife made. I'm gonna be brave, and I'm choosing death. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not fucking selling to you. You know what I'm saying? I know selling is a trap. I know my wife is trash. I know she sees hell every night. I know me and her will not have going beauty. We will not be king and queen. We'll be dirty slaves. We'll be sharing with the world forever. The relationship with me and my wife will most likely end as me and her are constantly hooking up with other women and men. As VJ will get more trash and I'll get more trash. The relationship will be a fucked up mess. The relationship will not work if me and wife were to share, man. It wouldn't work. The only cool thing about me sharing is that you'll see me and VJ in Hollywood, obviously. But I told you, chances are our careers are going to be sabotaged. Because the stepfamilies are crazy people. They don't want me and VJ touching their money, obviously. And so I'm not, just like VJ sold out and she has a shitty sabotage career, I'm not going to let you do it like that, as I know the gatekeepers are going to sabotage our career, obviously. Hence why I'm choosing death, and I am not going to let you do it like that, obviously. Obviously. I'm going to read Lord of the Rings as promised. It's tempting for me to just continue babbling on, but I don't, if I know if I keep delaying, if I keep procrastinating, I will never finish this Lord of the Rings read long. So I am on 242. I will read 4 pages. You gotta bear with me, guys. And after the 4 pages, I will read I will what? I will I will what? I will after the 4 pages. I will continue babbling on and talk about. I don't know. I can talk about what else is there to talk about. I mean, talk about. I can talk about Sky Source again if you want to. Sky Source, some of my personal with my wife. That kind of, you guys love when I talk about that, right? Yeah. It divided into dales and hugged steep banks, and where it passed over flatter and more open ground on either side of it there were lines of large boulders and hewn stones that screened the travelers almost like a hedge. I wonder who made this path and what for, said Mary, as they walked along one of these avenues, where the stones were unusually large and closely set. I am not sure that I like it. It has a well rather barrow woodish look. Is there any bear on Weathertop? No, there is no bear on Weathertop, nor on any of these hills, answered Strider. The men of the West did not live here, though in their latter days Though in their latter days, they defended the hills for a while against the evil that came out of Agmar. This path was made to serve the force along the wall. Long before the first days of the North Kingdom, they built a great watchtower on Weathertop. Amun Sud. Remember that scene in the movie when it's tried like this is a great tower of Amun Sud. We shall rest peacefully here tonight. You know what I'm saying? That's where Peter Jackson got that idea in the movie. But I told you, Peter Jackson cut a lot of details out from the book, obviously. In the movie, obviously, right? Cut all the details out in the movie. Long before in the first days of the North Kingdom, they built a great watchtower on Weathertop. Amun Sul, they called it. It was burned and broken, and nothing remains of it now but a tumbled ring like a rough crown on the old hill's head. Yet once it was tall and fair. It is told that Elendil stood there watching for the coming of Gilgalad out of the west in the days of the last alliance. The hobbits gazed at Strider. It seemed that he was learned in old lore, as well as in the ways of the wild. Who was Gilgalad? Asked Mary, but Strider did not answer, and seemed to be lost in thought. Suddenly a low voice murmured, Gilgalad was Elven King, of him the harper sadly sang, the last whose realm was fair and free, between the mountains and the sea. His sword was long, his lance was keen, his shining helm afar was seen. The countless stars of the heavens field were mirrored in his silver shield. But long ago he rode away, and where he dwelled none can say. For into darkness fell his star, in Mordor where the shadows are. The others turned in amazement, for the voice was Sam's. Don't stop, said Mary. That all I know, stammered Sam, blushing. I learned it from Mr. Bibble when I was a lad. He used to tell me tales like that, knowing how I was always one for hearing about elves. It was Mr. Bilbo as taught me my letter. He was mighty book learned, was dear old Mr. Bilbo, and he wrote poetry. He wrote what I have just said. I'm going to show my camera for a sec.